Right. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Yeah, offline students, did you join class? Okay. Yeah, last class we have completed polymorphism, types of polymorphism, and I covered two projects where inheritance and polymorphism usage we have seen. If inheritance didn't use, what is the problem I have explained? If polymorphism is not used, what is the problem I have explained? Hope all you people practiced yesterday. Okay, today let's start understanding the next object-oriented programming principle, that is abstraction. Okay, tell me, last class I told you I'm going to hometown, so I cannot take offline class. Please join online, right? Is it a information to you? In that information, I gave you complete information of how much you need that much information. Why I come to my native place? What am I doing here? Okay, what is my plan of action here for this 1 week? Are those details are necessary to you? No. Only what is necessary? Am I taking class or not? That is only necessary. Okay. If I take online class, how can you join online class? That is necessary. Am I right? Remaining all not necessary to you, right? That is called abstraction. Providing necessary information for accessing object operation. Providing necessary information to the user programmer. Providing necessary information to the user programmer. Providing necessary information to the user programmer by hiding unnecessary information is called what? Abstraction. Okay, na? So let me apply this point to our real life. To the programming world. Everyone tell me, I am giving you superclass. Okay, I am giving you superclass. In this superclass, I have a method void m. You are the user class. Okay, now user class programmer want to access this method, right? User class programmer want to access this method. Now tell me. What information you need to call this method? What is the information do you need to call this method? Method prototype or method body? Method prototype or method body? What information you need? As a user programmer, you want to call the method. Then what information you need? Method prototype information or method body? Body means what? Logic. Method logic information. Only we need method name and arguments. Only we need method name and arguments information. Do we need to know the logic, what it is developed, how it is developed? Not required. Okay. Now tell me, what I have to do in super class? In super class, I am creating 10 methods. In super class, I am creating 10 methods. 10 methods has the logic written. Tell me, to find the very second method, to find very third method, to find very fourth method, it's take lot of time for me now. Because every method has hundreds of lines of code. After the hundreds of lines of code to find second method, third method, fourth method, fifth method, it's take lot of time now. Now my question is very, very important. When you plan to create a method, when you plan to create a super class, is it good idea to define methods or to declare methods? Because whatever you are writing in super class, those methods you have to access from where? User class. To access from the user class, to access from the user class, what information required? Only method prototype is required. Then writing method body here, is it a good idea, bad idea? Bad idea. So that's why what Sun Microsystem suggested, Are Babu, when you're planning to create super class, only create class with method declarations. Only create class with method declarations. Don't create method with body. Don't create method with a body. If you create method with a body, unnecessary user programmer face the difficulties. Then, excuse me. Then what is the concept? Creating a class. Okay, abstraction is the process of hiding implementation details of an object operation from user class programmer and providing only necessary information for invoking an object method is called what? Abstraction. So what's Sun Microsystem telling? Whenever you are planning to create a super class, just create a class with a method declaration. If I create a class with a method declaration, there are two advantages available. Number one, user programmer no need to remember the logic of that method. Only he needs method call order. Only needs method calling syntax. What is the method calling syntax? E1.m1. Okay, M2 method to call, what is the syntax follow? What is the argument? What is the return type? What is the throwing exception? E1.m2 or double quotes AB. Okay, now how to catch exception also you should know. In coming classes, you'll come to know how to write try catch. So finally tell me, when you create a class, inside class when you define declare two methods, for calling those methods, only declaration part is sufficient. So user programmer feel comfortable in calling these methods because only method declarations are available. Point number one. Point number two. Okay, as a super class developer, can you force all subclasses, first subclass, second subclass, third subclass, fourth subclass, all subclasses to override a method or to implement a operation with the same signature? Understood what I'm saying? By declaring the method in the super class, can I tell to all subclasses to implement these two methods with the same prototype, declaration is same, but internal logic will be different. Logic you write according to your subclass requirement, but the logic you must write for the operation by using same prototype. Understand that? Then tell me, if I write with the same prototype like this, then what happened? What happened? Tell me, what is the advantage? The method called in user class, checked in super class, and can automatically executed from respect to subclasses or not? What this feature is called? What is this feature is called? Super. Runtime polymorphism. Not abstraction, Baba. Runtime polymorphism. Abstraction means creating a super class and declare the method. Don't define, don't write logic. That is called abstraction. Now tell me, if I develop abstraction, what are the advantages? Advantage number one, we can force all subclasses to implement an operation with the same signature. Advantage number two, the bigger picture of the object implementation details are hiding from the user programmer. Advantage number one, the bigger picture of the object implementation details are hide from the user programmer. Advantage number two, we can force the subtypes to implement the operation by using same signature. Okay, number three, very, very important. Tell me, when you are hiding the method implementation details from superclass into subclass, will you get 100% security to object data? User programmer calling variables directly na via method. Via method. When you call via method, definitely the data is hiding from the user programmer. Advantage number three, 100% security. Advantage number four, because all the subclasses are implementing methods with the same signature, the user programmer called method executed from subclass, that is 100% loose coupling runtime polymorphism we achieved or not? Understand that? So what is an abstraction? Why abstraction? What are the advantages of abstraction? Abstraction is the process of hiding implementation details of an object from user programmer and providing only necessary information for invoking an object method is called what? Abstraction. It means abstraction is the process of creating a class only by declaring the methods. Okay. Then when you declare the methods, who will provide implementation? Subclass will provide the implementation. Tell me, what is the abstraction? Abstraction is the process of hiding implementation details. Hiding implementation details. Where you are hiding? You are hiding in the subclass. Are you following? You are hiding in the subclass. Then next, new sample. When you write new sample, then tell me the methods are executed from which class? Sample class. If I write ABC, methods are executed from ABC. Next, where I can create these abstract methods? Can I create abstract methods in a normal class? No. If I write in normal class, compiler will throw error. Okay, compiler will throw error. Then what to do? We have to write abstract class interface, abstract class or interface. So where I can create methods inside abstract class or inside interface. How can we develop abstraction? Abstraction is developed by using abstract method by declaring inside abstract class or inside interface. By using abstract method, by declaring it either in abstract class or in interface. By creating abstract method, we are hiding its implementation details by providing subclass. Subclass will provide implementation to abstract method as per subclass requirement. Okay, then user programmer will invoke the abstract method by using subclass reference by storing subclass object from which this method logic want to be executed. Okay, now look at that. So what we understood finally, in last class, I have explained the project. Go back to the project now. Let us apply this point in the project. In last class, we have applied we developed this one in the project. What is that? Tell me, in this project, if you carefully watch now, what happened? if I take void move method as a concrete method, is there any guarantee that this move method implemented in all the three classes? No. Because we taken as a concrete method, is it guaranteed implemented? No. Once we remove this body, once you remove this body, okay, once you remove this body and place a semicolon, then this method become what? Abstract method. When it become abstract method, is it optional to? Is it optional to override? Mandatory to override? Mandatory to override. Okay, then subclass definitely will write as what? Move. Then when you write in subclass, then automatically method is executed from subclass. We'll get output from subclass. So tell me, abstraction guarantee 100% runtime polymorphism? What do you say? Abstraction 100% guarantee runtime polymorphism? Yes. So tell me, you should start developing project by using, you must start developing project by using abstraction. Always we have to start developing by using abstraction. Everyone understood that? Yeah. Can you please write these notes? If you write these notes, then only will remember. If I upload, it will be there in the Google Classroom. For other classes, you will not understand. Okay. Let's write this one. This slide, please write. Write down this slide. Completed, guys? Did you all understand this slide? If you find any difficulty in understanding, let me know. I will explain again if you want. Everyone reply, please. Sriya, what is the doubt? Ask her. I said, if you have any doubt, I will explain. What is the doubt? Did you join class late? Or you miss any point? Please address that point. I'll explain again. If I explain again, same point I'll explain again. No? Late joined. I only came late. You also you more late you come. I joined class at 9:20, 9:25. You joined more late. Gouda, where is the doubt, Nana? Please let me know your doubt. I'll address the doubt. Join later. Any other people are there? Okay, people who joined early and who listened this topic from the beginning, have any doubts? Shall I proceed next slide? For latecomers, I'll explain again, don't worry. Now, how can we develop abstraction? Please write this slide. If completed, let me know. We'll go next slide. And in this slide, any point if not understood, please let me know. Abstract class, abstraction, abstract class, and interface. 3 topics. Abstraction is the concept. Abstraction concept is implemented by using abstract class and interface. Are there any differences? Obviously will be there, na? Everyone completed, guys? Any doubt in this slide? Whatever we have written, this same point I have written here. Tell me, what is the difference between previous projects and today 11 points? In abstraction, in inheritance, okay, what is the difference you have seen? That is the awareness you have to get. In abstraction, we have written super class, subclass, user class. In inheritance polymorphism also we have written super class, subclass, and user class. If I develop only inheritance and polymorphism, can you guarantee writing subclass? No. Can you guarantee overriding method in the subclass? No. Can you guarantee object coming from subclass? No. Okay. Then now in abstraction, can you guarantee all? Yes. Okay. These are the advantages. Write on this slide. And if you have doubt on any point, please check. Completed, guys? All people understand these 4 points? Learning abstraction is not learning any new point. Again, I'm saying. Learning abstraction is not learning any new point. Again, I'm saying. Abstraction is nothing but again creating superclass, subclass, user class. The difference is superclass contains only abstract methods. So that what is the advantage? We are forcing the subclasses to implement the methods. Okay. And next, what we are doing further? We are providing 100% security because user programmer will only see the method implementations. So that he call only methods, no properties. Okay. These are all the advantages. So whatever you learn last 1 week, same thing you are learning in abstraction. Only difference is we are hiding method implementation details. I will ask a question, answer. All the people are eating food now. And tell me, how is it digested in your stomach? You are eating food. What your body mouth is saying? Your mouth saying, you can give me solid content, but throat accept only liquid content. So you crush it by using your teeth, make it as a pieces and water, then throw into the swallow. Then stomach will take it and digest it, convert it into blood. Gives that blood to heart. Heart will pump that blood to all the parts of your body. Am I right? Then my question is, how your stomach convert the body into blood, sorry, food into blood? How your heart pumping the blood to all the parts of the body? Do you know? Don't know? Don't know. And then, can you consider as abstraction? I don't know. Something is happened, but I don't know. That is called what? Abstraction. Now tell me, you swipe the card in ATM. ATM machine, you swipe the card. Then tell me, ATM machine, read your card details, connect to the bank site, deduct the, check the balance available or not. If balance available, deducting the money and pushing the cash outside. Do you know how it's all happening? Don't know. Can you consider as an abstraction? Can you consider it as abstraction? Yes. Right? What ATM is telling? ATM is giving only proper information. What is that? Insert card. After inserting card, what you are doing? You don't know. Everything is doing by ATM. So there is a one operation. Only I am the user of that operation. I am accessing that operation. After accessing that operation, how is it happening background? You don't know. Then that is called abstraction. Then who implementing that operation? Backend developer already implemented it. That is called subclass developer already implemented it. Okay, now? So all people got an idea on abstraction? Tell me, when you press the start button of the bike, engine started or not? Tell me, how is it started? Do you know? Don't know? No. You are the user of the bike. And bike manufacturer, the designer of the bike has told you by showing one button, this is the button you press. When you press that button, back end, how the engine started, and how the engine power blood, what do you call blood means what? Petrol, how it is consuming, how the bike is moving, all the details. Who knows? Bike mechanic. Who is the bike mechanic? Subclass developer. Am I right? Now tell me, if you go to any bike servicing shop, the servicing shop mechanic can only uh, work with one company bike or any company bike? Any company bike. Because all bikes manufacturing, the start button to engine connection, everything same or not? The engine mechanism is different, but I mean, engine manufacturing is different, but the mechanism same for all the bikes or not? That's what the point you have to understand. Okay, he's the subclass developer, backend developer. You are the user, and the bike company is what? Abstraction. Abstraction means design paper. If you know the design paper, can you start working on it? Okay. Now let's move to the next point. Very important. What is abstract method? What is abstract method and its rules? Okay. What is abstract method? A method that doesn't have body, that has only prototype is called abstract method. What are the rules on abstract method? Abstract method should have abstract modifier and should ends with semicolon. Should not have other modifiers except protected and public. Should not have any other modifiers except protected and public. Should be created only either inside abstract class or inside interface. Okay, write down this. Now we are entering into programming now. Hope you all understood theory. Is it completed, guys? Okay. Shall we start program? Now is the time we have to understand the rules for a developing abstraction. Okay, complete rules for a developing abstraction code with abstract class. First we will learn and we will understand the problem with abstract class. Then we will implement it by using interface. Everyone should participate. Okay, I have created Java file test01.java. I'm creating class called test01. Okay. Here I'm creating one class called example. In this class, I'm writing one method, void yum, open bracket, close bracket. All you people tell me, do I have abstraction here? Come on guys, everyone tell me. Do we have abstraction here? ఇక్కడ abstraction ఉందా లేదా? ఎందుకు లేదు? Why no? All people are saying no, 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 no. Why there is no abstraction? Because method has body. Excellent. That is the point. Semicolon, no. Okay, I will add semicolon. No abstraction there. Rajit Raj. It should be under abstract. That's okay. But abstraction there or not there? That is what my question. What is the answer? Abstraction is not there means what? Body is provided. If body is provided, abstraction is not there. That is the point you have to say. Method has body, so no abstraction. Then tell me, void M1 parenthesis here. What is right now? Body should not be there. Remove body. If I remove body, then is it right way of developing abstraction? No. Abstraction is there, but it is a wrong way of developing abstraction. Control 1. Look at there, semicolon expected void M1. Okay, I'm writing semicolon. If I write semicolon, then what happened? Compile or not compile? Compile or not compile? Still any error? Come on, everyone. Compile or not compile? Yeah, not compile. What the rule you learn, man? Abstract method must have abstract modifier, right? And should not have body ends with semicolon. So tell me, here abstract keyword there or not there? Not there. If abstract keyword is not there, compiler will throw another error. What the error? Missing method body or declare abstract. Bolo. What did you understand? What is an abstraction? Abstraction is the process of creating a class by declaring method. This is a method declaration, but it must have the modifier abstract. Now program compiler, not compile. Program compiler, not compile. Program compiler, not compile. Not compile. Method is compiled. Okay. This method is compiled, not a problem. This method is compiled, not a problem. But where you are allowed to create method? Where are you allowed to create method? You are allowed to create method only inside abstract class. But where you have written inside normal class. Now compiler time error to whom? Class. Compile time error is to the class. Now look at the class. What is the compile time error? Example is not abstract and doesn't override abstract method M1 in example. Okay. Now, what should I do to solve this error? I must declare the class as abstract. If I declare class abstract, then is it compiled now? Yes. Okay. So finally, tell me, what is an abstraction? Abstraction is the process of creating a class by only declaring operations of an object. By only declaring operations of an object. Point number 2. How can we develop abstraction? Abstraction is developed by using abstract method, by declaring it either in abstract class or interface. Point number 3. What is an abstract method? A method that has only declaration, doesn't have body, ends with semicolon, and also contain keyword abstract is called what? Abstract method. A method that has abstract keyword in its declaration, doesn't have body, ends with semicolon is called abstract method. What are the rule in developing abstract method, or what are the rule in developing abstraction? There are totally 4 rules are there in developing abstraction. Rule number one, rule number one, the method should not have body, ends with semicolon, declare as abstract. Rule number two, the class that has abstract method must declare with the keyword abstract. Okay. Rule number three, everybody ready? Abstraction ready? Abstraction ready now? Now tell me, who will provide implementation to this method? Are you provided implementation to this method? No. Means, is this class developer provide implementation? No. Subclass. That means I must use the subclass now. I am writing class sample. Okay, class sample. And tell me, now the class sample must develop as a subclass of example means I must use a keyword now. And tell me, what the keywords are used for developing inheritance? Two keywords, extends and implements. Which keyword I have to use here? And tell me, you are deriving a class from where? A class. If you are deriving class from class, which keyword I have to use? Extends. Okay, which keyword I have to use? Extends. Understood? Tell me, is this code compiled or not compiled? Decide and tell. Is this code compiled or not compiled? Is this code compiled or not compiled? Why? Because this class said, I will implement your method. Implemented or not implemented? Not implemented. Overriding abstract method is mandatory. Sample is not abstract and doesn't override abstract method. So what the rule number three? What the rule number three? If you deriving a class from an abstract class, if it contain abstract method, it must be implemented. Okay. What the rule number? Now, how to override now? Class sample extends. Overriding means what? You must take this declaration and remove this abstract and write what? Body. Open bracket, close it. Okay. System dot out dot println double quotes. Double quotes. Here I am writing sample m. Okay. Public static void main of string array args. Now tell me, is this program compiled? Yes, compiled. But I want to execute. For executing purpose, I am writing one statement like this. What the meaning of this statement? Tell me. Example E1 equal to new example. Example E1 equal to new example. Compiler, not compiler. So first you tell me, example E1, compiler. What are you doing here? E1 variable. E1 variable can be created by using example? Yes. Why? Example is what type? Data type. No? Example is a class. Class is a data type. Using data type, can I create a variable? Yes. Compile. Then I should initialize this variable. How? by using object. Then object created by using new keyword. Which class object? Example class. Tell me, can I create example class object or not? Can I create example class object or not? Possible or not possible? Say suppose possible. If suppose possible, then further we will call method by using this object or not? When I write e1.m1, what happened? Tell me. Compiler searching for no parameter m1 method in example class available as a static or non-static. It's an abstract method, but abstract method is static or non-static? Non-static method. Non-static method must be executed from current object class. What the current object class? Example. Tell me, in example class, m1 method has logic or no logic? No logic. Then can it executed or not executed? Cannot be executed. Then tell me, are you allowed to create object of abstract class or not? No. Everybody says that we cannot create object of abstract class. Correct. Why you cannot create? Reason. Why you cannot create? Because it has the abstract method that cannot be executed from the same class. Where its implementation logic available? In subclass. So tell me, you must create object of subclass or superclass or subclass. Sample S1 equal to new sample. From which subclass you want to execute this method? From which subclass you must execute this method? From which subclass we must execute this method? From sample class. That's why we are creating sample class object. And now I'm writing s1.m. Now look at here, program compiled, program executed, output coming sample m. But now I have a question. Is this code tightly coupled code or dynamic bind? Loosely coupled code? You created sample class object stored in the sample class variable. Subclass variable with subclass object is what? Tightly coupled. Help me. How can I make dynamic? This is tightly coupled code and this is compile time polymorphic code. Searching in sample class, executing from sample class. Okay. Now tell me, what is the right design of calling method? Excellent. Example e1 equal to new sample. E1 dot, yeah. Now tell me, variable is what type? Superclass. Object, subclass. What is this? Loosely coupled code. Okay, this is loosely coupled code. And e1.m1, loosely coupled code or runtime polymorphic code? Runtime polymorphic. Why? Searching in no parameter m1 in example, found as non-static, executed from sample. Now everyone should now realize very important point. Is there any new point did you learn from abstraction point of view? No, the same as inheritance and polymorphism. The difference is previously superclass we created with concrete methods. Now we are creating with the abstract method. What is the advantage of concrete method, abstract method? Concrete method doesn't force the subclasses to override. Abstract method forces the subclass to override. Okay. If you go back, this Google Classroom not working. Okay. Do you remember methods and types of methods chapter? Method and types of methods chapter. I uploaded material also. I requested you to practice. Let me open again. Method and types of methods. Here we have two types of method, abstract method and concrete method. Right? Now, everyone tell me, I am giving you one object. We have two types of methods, right? Abstract method, concrete method. What are an abstract method and concrete method? Why abstract method, concrete method? When abstract method, And when concrete method, where can we create abstract method, concrete method? How can we create abstract method and concrete method? Who will provide implementation to abstract method or concrete method? What is the subclass and superclass? How can we create subclass? Sample program on abstract method and concrete method. List out all differences between abstract method and concrete method. Okay. Now here, what are the abstract method and what is the concrete method? A method that is declared with the keyword abstract and doesn't have body and with semicolon is called abstract method. For example, abstract void find area. A method that has a body ends with open bracket, closed bracket is called concrete method. The concrete method must not contain abstract keyword in its declaration. For example, void find area. When to choose abstract method, when to choose concrete method. Tell me why we are choosing abstract method? Because it's the implementation details are changing from one subclass to another subclass. If you take rectangle, square, and a circle, for all these the three classes, this find area method logic is same or changing? Changing, right? Then in the shape class, what logic I have to write for this method? In the shape class, what logic I have to write for this method? In the same shape class, the logic is changing from one subclass to another subclass. The logic written in the shape will be same for all the subclasses or not same? Not same. Then the logic we are written useful or useless? Useless. When it is a useless, why you are writing here? So that's why Watson microsystem suggested, Array, when it is not useful, why you are writing the remove it and make it as an abstract and force the subclasses to implement. Understand? If you want declare operation of an object in superclass and want to force subclasses to implement that operation, we must choose abstract method to create this operation. If you want to implement operation of an object in superclass common to all its subclasses for reusing purpose, we must choose concrete method to create this operation. Okay, look at here. So this is the difference between abstract method and concrete method, all points. So if you write these points, then we'll go for project development. All the people understand this program? Can you write this program? Below code shows implementing abstraction. Below code shows implementing abstraction. Write down, please. Is it visible? Yeah, write down as it is. And the flow of execution is search for no parameter M1 method in example class available as non-static executed from samples. This is the flow. Completed, guys? Okay. So shall I proceed next point? Yeah, I'm in hometown. So here, no much facilities. Hope you are adjusting. Voice is okay. So actually, I'm doing two works: taking class and talking to outside the people. Middle, I'm going out. Please adjust for one day. Okay. Shall I proceed next point? Please write down this slide. This slide is very important. Up to now, we work with concrete method. Today, we work with abstract method. Then you should know the difference between abstract method and concrete method. So seems to be I may come back to Hyderabad. So tomorrow Today night I'll let you know. Okay. So it seems to be work to be postponed. Today decision will be made and I'll let you know. You know, the very, very important point. I'll come back to Hyderabad, I'll tell you the biggest mistake I did. So that in future, definitely you will also come to know, you need to do, that time you will come to know. Okay. Once I return Hyderabad, I'll let you. Get you married, eh? Tumri fella. At this age, I will get married. Eh? KL Rahul, why you are here, man? You must be in England, no? Mr. KL Rahul, why you are here? You are must be in England, no? No, no. Series over. That's why I come back to Java. Okay. Well played, man. Keep it up. And you know, KL Rahul is one of my favorite batsmen. Hmm. Complete a slide. Actually, we have two and a half cents of land in my hometown, which is come from my father as a property, inherited property. Okay. In that property, we are planning to construct one small house. Already, my father constructed house is there. It's very old. It's almost come to a stage two fell down. That's why I decided to construct a small new house. What I was thought, house construction is just like that easy. Dismantle it and find one good muhurtam, start construct. With that thought process, I came. After I come here, realized that it's a big process. After dismantle, I come to know all this process. Okay. If I know this much big process will be there in the constructing the house, definitely I would not touch that house. I would not dismantle that house now. Okay. So there is a lot of calculations behind. Yeah, that I did. Okay. Now Daniel I did, and but the problem is there is a something called muhurtam should be set. Lot of calculations are there background. Okay. A lot of nakshatras should be matched. Mm. You know, there are two people will be involved here. One is called Siddhanti. Another is called the person who do puja. I am the younger one. Okay. These two people, muhurtas will not be matched. If I say one thing to one person, he will get ego feel. If I say some other thing to other person, he will get ego feel. Finally, people are playing me like a football. This side to that side to this. I'm the younger one, man. That's why I don't know all these things. So seems to be, and I will be coming back to Hyderabad. Today afternoon will come to know. Completed a writing. That's what I'm saying. So when you plan to construct a house by demolishing the existing house, don't demolish the existing house before knowing the house plan. First, you have to decide your house plan. First, decide the house plan. Number two, okay, super. Second, according to house plan, there is something called Padam. Okay, Padam Ayum. Padam Ayum, one Muhurtam will be there. According to this Muhurtam, uh, Shankustapana Muhurtam will come. Okay, Bhuma Puja Muhurtam. So after all these four decided, then go for house demolition. Oh my God. So this is my experience. Okay, completed. This last fifth point is very important. Okay. So with this, we have understood abstraction related, abstraction point, abstract method, and the difference between abstract method and abstract class. So tomorrow we will try to understand the problem of abstract class, why we come to interface, with interface how to develop abstraction. Finally, when you're planning to develop project, which one I have to follow. Okay. So will you practice all these points what I discussed today? Today class is very important. And self-assigned questions I'm going to upload. Some more programs I'm uploading. Okay, na? These programs I want you self-practice. Okay. Yeah, let me upload now only. Or it's working or not working. Google Class में क्या हो रहा है? It's not working. Okay, thank God. Abstraction. Abstract method, abstract class, interface. The first point is abstraction. Abstract method, abstract. This is the complete notes PDF and following by yeah, I will upload, man. I will upload. Complete notes I'll upload. Okay, don't worry. Start from first chapter to till this chapter. Everything I'll upload, but little delaying is there because of some personal works, not finding the free time. Okay. Yeah, check once. Everyone received or not. Thank you, guys. That's all for today class. Advanced Java class is there.